Top 5 smartphone companies in the world. In less than 2 decades, smartphones have become an indispensable part of our lives. Despite their widespread use, a handful of players dominate the global smartphone industry. In the second quarter, the top 5 smartphone companies captured 63% of global smartphone sales. Let's take a closer look at these top smartphone companies, with more than 20% of global smartphone sales. Number 5. BBK Electronics. Vivo and Oppo are subsidiaries of Chinese company BBK Electronics Corp. Smartphone company OnePlus Technology and Realme are also owned by BBK. The latest member of the BBK Electronics Group is iQOO. Established in 1998, BBK manufactures and sells consumer electronics, mainly in China and Russia. According to the privately held company, it aims to provide high-quality products at low prices. Oppo launched its first mobile phone in 2008, and Vivo was founded in 2009. Oppo sells in 40 countries and has more than 40,000 employees. In the first quarter of 2017, BBK Electronics shipped 56.7 million smartphones, surpassing both Huawei and Apple to become the second largest smartphone manufacturer in the world, just behind Samsung. According to IDC, Vivo and Oppo each captured a 7.4% share of the global smartphone market in the first quarter of 2019. Oppo performed well in China and India, which together accounted for nearly 3/4 of its shipments in second quarter of 2019. India remains an important market for Oppo in the Asia-Pacific region, especially as Huawei ramps up its efforts in China. In India, the focus on strengthening its channel partnership by offering very attractive margins has been one of the major drivers for Oppo's local growth. In China, Oppo launched its Reno series in the quarter, but Huawei's new P series impacted its sales performance. Nevertheless, its low-end model the A9 and online exclusive model K3 did help to support its overall performance. Number 4. Xiaomi. Unlike Huawei, Xiaomi is listed on the Hong Kong Stock Exchange. Founded in 2010, Xiaomi was the fourth largest smartphone company by unit sales in the second quarter. The company sold around 32.3 million smartphones in the first half of 2019. During this period, Xiaomi's smartphone revenue rose 9.8%. Asia/Pacific excluding Japan remains its most important region, with China, India, and Indonesia accounting for the bulk of its volume in the region. The vendor continues to struggle in the domestic market, mostly due to the intense competition from Huawei, though in India its compelling performance helped Xiaomi to maintain its momentum due to its focus on both offline and online channels. It continues to expand its offline network and aims to have 10,000 retail stores by the end of 2019. Xiaomi generated around $25 billion in revenue in 2018, and its profit for the year was around $2 billion. Xiaomi's smartphone segment comprised 65% of the company's revenue and 32% of its gross profit in 2018. In 2018, the company's smartphone revenue rose 41% over 2017. Its smartphone unit volumes rose 30% during this period. Other lifestyle products and internet services accounted for the remaining revenues. Xiaomi has separated its Xiaomi and Redmi brands. The company's Xiaomi brand focuses on the premium market, while Redmi focuses on the mass market. Number 3. Apple remained to the third spot as shipments dropped to 33.8 million units in second quarter of 2019, representing a considerable 18.2% decline from last year. Apple earned a net profit of $59 billion in 2018, making it the top technology company worldwide in terms of profits. Apple's 2018 revenues stood at $266 billion, and the company sold 218 million iPhones in 2018. However, the company's iPhone sales declined in its fiscal 2019. The vendor had a challenging year driven by the higher prices of the iPhone devices. However, when factoring in the success of the iPhone upgrade program as well as Apple's ability to sell more refurbished iPhones through its channels, the argument can easily be made that its position in the market is still dominant. Fewer consumer upgrades contributed to the company's fall in sales. The older iPhones seem to be working fine, and consumers aren't switching to newer versions. This slowdown in upgrading resulted from consumers not seeing enough incremental value to justify the upgrade. In the first 9 months of fiscal 2019, iPhones comprised 56% of Apple's total sales. Its digital content and other services, including iCloud and Apple Pay, comprised 17% of its revenues. In comparison, the company's Mac desktop and notebook computers contributed 10% of its revenues. Number 2. Huawei, Chinese smartphone leader. Despite the US-China trade tensions, Huawei retained its second position, based on global market share, and witnessed a year-over-year growth of 8.3% in second quarter of 2019, with volumes of 58.7 million units and a 17.7% market share. It also continued to lead the China smartphone market partly due to actions taken following the US trade ban, as Huawei relocated significant human resources back to China with a focus on distribution channel management in the Chinese lower-tier cities. The P30 and P30 Pro, which launched in mid-April, also had a relatively good reception as its predecessor, P20 series, had created a positive ripple effect. Founded in 1987, Huawei has 188,000 employees. Its employees wholly own this private company, and no other organization, including the government, holds any stake in the company. Huawei offers a range of electronics products for consumers and businesses. In the consumer segment, the company sells mobile phones, laptops, tablets, wearables, and more. In the business segment, the company offers products such as switches, routers, and wireless and fixed networks. Huawei also offers services such as enterprise networking and cloud-powered digital services. In 2018, the company generated revenue of $105 billion and a net profit of $8.7 billion. Number 1. Samsung, the top smartphone company. Samsung once again remained the leader in the worldwide smartphone and returned to annual growth of 6.5% with a total of 76.2 million smartphones shipped. Samsung has retained the largest market share in the global smartphone industry for the last 8 years. While the vendor struggled to sell flagship devices as many consumers are holding on to devices longer than ever and opting for a less expensive replacement option, its mid-tier devices helped driving the growth. Samsung's A-series devices did well in the quarter, particularly the A50 and A70. Founded in 1969, Samsung Electronics offers a range of electronics products. The South Korean conglomerate's operations comprise 4 segments: consumer electronics, IM, information technology and mobile communications, device solutions, and Harman. Samsung's consumer electronics segment includes digital TVs, monitors, air conditioners, and refrigerators. Its device solutions division includes products such as memory and foundry in the semiconductor business, as well as LCD and OLED panels in the display business. Samsung's Harman division includes connected car systems, audio and visual products, and enterprise automation solutions. Samsung's IM division includes mobile phones, communication systems, and computers. Among these, mobile phones are the major contributor to the division's sales, accounting for roughly 95% of the division's sales in the first half of 2019. Mobile phones contributed 40% to the company's total 2018 sales, and their contribution rose to 46% in the first half of 2019. However, The segment's operating margin narrowed from 10.1% in 2018 to 7.2% in the first half of 2019. Sluggish demand in the premium smartphone segment, combined with intense competition in the low-end to mid-range market segment, impacted Samsung's margins in the latest quarter. While smartphones are a key contributor to Samsung's revenue, investors should watch for squeezed margins. Samsung's S series and Note series smartphones target the premium segment, whereas its A series and M series target the mass market. Samsung recently launched the Galaxy Fold, the first foldable screen smartphone,